Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You alright? It actually hasn't. Well, I don't know. There's a bit of sun breaking through now. It's a little bit cloudy earlier, I felt, but blue skies. Blue skies. How you doing? You alright? I'm a little bit tired. I'm not sleeping very well again. I think I woke up at, 3, 4 o'clock this morning and struggled since then. Anyway, you alright? What we're doing today? First of all, a couple of you have reached out to me and said, "Are you alright, Dunk?" I said, "Why?" They said, "Well, you've not had a shave." And the long-time viewers, people that have been around these parts, for decades, they know that in the past I used to say, look, if I have a bit too long, it's usually a sign of depression. Like, you know what I mean? Like you run down and that. But that's not the case at the moment. I'm a very happy boy. I am. It just so happens that my special person that's around at the moment, until, you know what I mean? Unless I, I don't know. I haven't made it official yet, you know what I'm saying? Likes a bit of stubble. And every time I keep saying, I must get a shave, she keeps going, you better not. So I'm having to keep it as it is for now. Today, we're going to do the Cop Talk podcast. As soon as I stop recording this video, I'm going to do the Cop Talk podcast. The Dunk Knows Best podcast might get an update today as well if there's time. We're going to be previewing this evening's game. I'm going to do that today, which is something I don't usually do. So if you watch that video and then you think, yeah, it's all right, that, let me know if that's the kind of content you want to see as well. I know there's a lot of talk about the manager at the moment, managerial situation, sporting director situation. Sometimes, for me, I like to just talk about something else. Do you know what I mean? So I think we'll preview that game. We will do a live stream today, probably this afternoon, and we will do a live stream this evening. So to make sure you get notifications, because sometimes YouTube don't send notifications out, right? If you use X or Facebook, the username is CopTalkTV, all right? So twitter.com/CopTalkTV. And Duncan Oldham and Cop Talk members. There's all sorts of accounts on there. Cop Talk podcasts. All those accounts are on Twitter, but specifically for this channel is Cop Talk TV, and it's same on Facebook as well. So facebook.com/Cop Talk TV. When I go live, I'll put a thing on there. And in our chat room, we have a chat room that you can access on any mobile device, tablet, computer, whatever. It's in your browser, just put T for Telegram, t.me/Cop Talk chat, all right? And that'll prompt you to download Telegram. It's a free application. It's similar to WhatsApp. It's better than WhatsApp. And you don't need to disclose your real name or your telephone number or anything like that, unless you fuck around with your settings, right? So by default, you should be good to go if you want to stay under the radar. If you're paranoid and that, you know what I'm saying? T.me/Cop Talk chat and T.me/Cop Talk news as well. Because sometimes YouTube doesn't send the notifications out. And the only way you'll know if I'm live or if a new video's gone out is by being in one of those platforms, if that makes sense. And that's, I must say as well, if you use the chat room on Telegram, you can mute notifications, right? I have mine muted because there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Liverpool fans in there from here. And your phone will be going off all the time, so I have it muted. But do come along. I'd love you to come along. And we're going to, obviously, I will look at the managerial situation and any topics that we might need to touch upon. So that's really it for today. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Wednesday. So yeah, I want to get a bit in. Don't forget next week, Tuesday, I'm going to England until Sunday. Tuesday, I'll probably do a live stream when I'm in England. Then from that point forward, it might be a bit quiet. I don't know. But if anything, kicks off, any news or anything that, you need to know about, then obviously I will be there. I want to get some content on the members website behind me. It's very important, the members website. If you're a bit old school or, if you ain't got time to watch videos and listen to podcasts and join live streams, the members website is the dog's bollocks. It really is. And there's some very, very, very important people on there. that have been around for a long time. And it really is the best part of Cop Talk, and also the best way of supporting me. So the info on how to do that is in the video description below. It's always, what can I say? Like the members website is where I hang out, basically. Do you know what I mean? All day, all night. And, you know, for me, it's about having good people on there, you know, like quality, as Rafa would say, right? For sure. Hang on, no. For sure. It's about quality, not quantity. So if you'd love to be a VIP member, but you're like, I can't really afford that just now, drop me an email, dunk@coptalk.com. Any contribution to this whole fucking gig, yeah, you look after me, I look after you, basically. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I've had a look on social media and things like that today. The only thing that I would say is, which I'm going to cover in the match preview, is the boss has emphasised. He said something like, you know, I can't emphasise enough how much we need the fans for moments like this, you know, with the injury problems. You know, if you go into Anfield, you really, really, really need to make it like a European night tonight, and not just sit there, honestly. And that's not a criticism of some people that are not very vocal, because, you know, whenever I've been to Anfield, like, you know, for fucking decades, season ticket holder, shareholder, all of that stuff, done it all, right? I don't go down, guys. I don't, through choice. I live in a foreign country. And football, the top flight game, isn't as important to me as it was when I was a young man, you know, where I would have fucking done anything to go. I'm quite content watching on television. If that doesn't make me a good fan, I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest with you. But I don't really go anymore. I have no desire to go. But when I did go, I was quite a reserved supporter. You know, I was quite like, you know, I'd sit there like this, you know, like, you know, same seat, obviously, every week, same people around me. And I'd be like that. And then there'd be certain games where you just lose the fucking plot. Usually when it's Manchester United or Everton or something like that, you know. And you are out of your seat and you are angry. And I always try to be respectful of other people around me. You know, there's nothing worse than being a raging fucking idiot if the people around you want to be quiet. But I do think that even if you are someone that's a bit like that when you're watching the games, right, until there's a fucking flashpoint or something, I do think tonight you really got to make an effort. Even if you're sitting there, if you're booing, clapping, cheering, jeering, whatever, you're gonna have to go for it tonight, because the manager is calling for your help. You know what I mean? So this is what support's about. You listen to what the boss says, don't you? The gaffer. You listen to what he says, and he's saying to you, he can't emphasise enough the importance of the vocal support this evening. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'd give anything to be at Anfield, in terms of, you know, if I lived closer to the stadium, I'd be there every week. I'd love it. I miss going. I fucking miss it so much. You have no idea. But it's expensive for someone like me overseas now. You know, if I was to go to Anfield, I'm looking at probably two, you know, I don't really want to go on my own, so I'd probably take someone with me, you know, and if they're here, that's 2 flights there, 2 flights back, straight away, what, 600, 500, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. 2 nights hotel accommodation. She's going to want taking out for a bite to eat, isn't she? Lashed up. Fucking, it's a fucking fortune, you know what I mean? So I don't live in England anymore, so I can't just jump in car. And even though it used to be a 6-hour round journey for me, it wasn't a problem. But I was a younger lad then. Do you know what I mean? And my heart's just not in the top flight game like it used to be. Just with the so many changes, VAR, you know, footballers that really don't care, all these subscriptions to all these different things, skanking the fans. You know, I go and see my local side play down the lower divisions here in Spain, and I get real good satisfaction from that. I really, really, really do enjoy it. It's grassroots. It's like how football kind of used to be, really. But there's no substitution for being at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? So if I ever moved back to England, then yeah, I'd be at every game, home and away. But I've got no intentions of going back. So, but I want you to know that just because my art's not in the top flight game anymore, it doesn't change what I do for you. It really doesn't. Like, you guys are more important to me than the club in some ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I want to see you happy and celebrating, and I know what it's like to feel like that. And if you've got it, you know, then mint. And you also have to understand that, and I have this conversation a lot with people, you know, Liverpool Football Club in terms of this, right, you know, and the website and everything, it has been my life every day for a very, very, very long time, since the 1990s, right? And with that comes a lot of drama, you know, ups, downs, you know, haters, people arguing over managers, he should be sacked, he shouldn't be sacked, owners, and then when the website took off, you know, then it went from a hobby where it had to become a legal entity, so then you're paying tax, then you're getting shafted left, right and centre, accountants, fucking bill, and it's just like, at the end of the day, sometimes you just want to go, don't want to fucking know anything about it. And sometimes people don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? But my answer sometimes to people is, if you're a plumber, right, and you've had a really fucking stressful week, day, month, year, decade, whatever, right, and you're down tools and you go to the bar, the last thing you probably want to talk about is plumbing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll sit down, all right, Dave, how's it going? Have you seen them new radiators? They're fucking mint. What do you think? You'd be like, just having a break. And some people don't understand that. And I'm not moaning, I love it. I fucking love it. The best thing in the world on here is the community, on the members' website and on here. It's incredible. You guys are the best. And I'm not patronising you when I say that. You look into my fucking eyes. I'm not patronising when I say that. I see the comments that keep me going all the time. There's some lovely, lovely, lovely people around here. There really is. And you've helped me, you know, through some really dark days at times, which I won't go into. You know, we all have them. Ups and downs. I've had the highs, I've had the lows. But I always know that I've got my friends in you guys. Do you know what I mean? And when I say you guys, the ones that take the time to comment, you know, the ones that say, appreciate the effort, cheers, dunk, nice one, mate. You know, I can't explain to you, this is my life, and it will be until the day I die. You know, so even though it gets on my fucking nerves at times, I do enjoy it. And like I say, it doesn't take away the fact that, you know, even if I'm like, you know, some people have said to me before, are you watching match tonight? And I'll go, no, fuck it, I'm sick of hearing about it, because I've had a bad day or something. And you maybe can't understand that, but it doesn't change how much, you know, effort I put in for you guys. And it doesn't change my mind. If anything, it makes it better, because it means I'm not blinded. You know, do you know what I mean? So you're always going to get like fucking from the heart response. And yeah, I think most of you know that because you've been around here a long time. But for me, you're important. Seeing Liverpool win for you is far more important than it is for me, honestly. And but maybe I try to convince myself sometimes that because I don't go anymore, and maybe I miss it, and maybe I just want to pretend I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? And I'm getting a message. Recommendations. Recomendado parity. Recommended for you. So Amazon will give me some recommendations. I'll tell you what makes me laugh. You know, I stream on the Xbox sometimes, youtube.com/Duncan Oldham. And some of the, you know, the guys off here join me on there, you know, for the games and that. Or some of you come into the chat room just when we're streaming. It's just a bit of fun, you know what I mean? And it makes me laugh because when I sign into the game, it goes, here's your weekly friend recommendations, right? So they're obviously people that they've maybe been involved in a game somewhere. Do you know what I mean? We play Call of Duty DMZ, right? It's the only game I play. It's the only game I'm interested in. And game mode. And it just makes me laugh how, like, these social media platforms and, you know, Xbox, which is kind of like a social media platform, if you like it. It's community as well, I guess. That's how I met my best friend Smooth, you know, and some of my other closest friends. It just makes me laugh how they think that they need to recommend friends. So, and they do that based on your interaction. So can you imagine if you went to like a few bars on a Saturday night, you know, or over a weekend, and then on Monday morning you got a letter through the post that said, you know, dear Dave, You know, here's some friend recommendations for you. Just because you bumped into a bloke in the bar, I went, hey mate, you all right? Yeah, cheers, yeah, good now. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck off, man, friend recommendations. I'd rather be told by the Xbox, by Facebook, by anything, the people that I should sever ties with. Would you not agree? Like, we think he's a snaky cunt or she's a bitchy cunt, so we're recommending that you detach. Because that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Because you know how many times like people must be like saying stuff, oh, he got on me fucking nerves, you know what women are like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was out with him at the weekend. You're right on my fucking nerves. Facebook can say all that, right? And then they tip you off and go, here's your weekly, you know, defriending suggestions. You know, and with a face like that attached to it, yeah, that'd be good. Right, I'm in a good mood, as you can probably tell. Things are pretty good for me at the moment in my personal life, but February's not good for me with my bank life. All right, so we need to get out of February as soon as possible. All right, so I'm very grateful to those of you that do support the channel financially, that are able to do that, because this is my life. You know, no, this isn't a side interest. Do you know what I mean? If it weren't for my my channel supporters, channel members, my VIP members, my podcast patrons, you know, I would not be here, and it's that simple. So I am very grateful for that. Anyway, 16 minutes. Dale, you know, will be moaning about you know, the length of the video. Well, he'll just have to get over it, won't he? It's that simple. So yeah, live stream this afternoon, I hope. If I don't surface this afternoon, I'm obviously busy with other things, but most definitely this evening, I would assume, I don't know, either just before or just after the game. All right, guys, thanks for listening. If you appreciate, you know, my videos, just give it a thumbs up. If you've got time, drop me a comment about anything that's discussed in this video, or anything that you think we should talk about. All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll speak real soon.